It is our privilege to introduce Betsy and Bennett Cullum, recipients of the 2021 Ruth and Ken Altshuler Callier Cares Award. Betsy and Bennett Cullum have big hearts for their native city of Dallas. With a spirit of humility and quiet devotion, the Cullums have sustained a distinguished history of serving the community through their leadership and engagement in organizations that improve life for the people of Dallas and beyond. The Cullums' connection with Callier began in the 1940s when Betsy's great-uncle, Roy Munger, and his wife, Fay, contributed significantly to the Pilot Institute for Deaf Children, the first center for deaf children in Dallas. Prior to this time, services for people with communication disorders were sparse to non-existent. In the 60s, the Pilot School merged with the Dallas Speech and Hearing Center and the Dallas Council for the Deaf to form one cooperative program, the Callier Center. It is extraordinary to see how Callier has progressed since then to become one of the nation's preeminent centers in treatment, training, and research for people with communication disorders. Since 2008, Bennett's dedication as a trustee on the Callier Foundation Board was influential in his progression. Under his leadership as president, the foundation raised critical funds to help build the Callier Center expansion on the UT Dallas campus, which expanded treatment services in North Texas and increased training opportunities for the next generation of audiologists and speech-language pathologists. During Bennett's term, the foundation also generously dedicated the Burt Moore Courtyard in honor of the late Dr. Burt Moore, former dean of the School of Behavioral and Brain Sciences. The courtyard serves as a respite for patients, families, students, and staff. Betsy and her sister, Sissy, chaired the Callier Cares Luncheon in 2014. Together, they raised more than $150,000 for patients in need, an event record at the time. Betsy has devoted much of her life to children with the focus on early childhood education. A graduate of the Hockaday School and UT Dallas, Betsy holds a master's degree from Texas A&M University at Commerce in special education and is certified as an educational diagnostician. She currently serves as the board chair of Child Care Group and previously served on the boards of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Dallas, the Hockaday School, Educational First Steps, and Bryan's House. Bennett is a graduate of St. Mark's School of Texas, Stanford University, and the University of Texas Law School. He retired from a 45-year law career in 2020 and now serves as a substitute history teacher at the Hockaday School. Bennett also volunteers on the SMU Library's Executive Board and the advisory councils of the Dallas Foundation and Southwestern Medical Foundation. It is clear that Betsy and Bennett's contributions exemplify the giving spirit and accomplishments for which the Ruth and Ken Altshuler Callier Cares Award is bestowed. Therefore, we would like to invite Dr. Angela Shoup to present this prestigious award to Betsy and Bennett Cullum.
Betsy and Bennett, thank you for your support of the Callier Center and the community. On behalf of the Callier Center, we extend our sincere gratitude to you. It is an honor to present you with the 2021 Ruth and Ken Altshuler Callier Cares Award.
Thank you, Dr. Shoup.
Bennett and I are honored to accept the Ruth and Ken Altshuler Callier Cares Award for 2021. The honor is particularly meaningful because Ruth worked diligently for the betterment of the Dallas community in both big and small ways. Ken was an outstanding leader of the Department of Psychiatry at UT Southwestern and devoted countless hours for the advancement of the Callier Center.
In past years, I used to tell the former Callier Center Executive Director, Tom Campbell, that he should stop saying the Callier Center is one of the best centers in the country for persons with communications disorders. Instead, we should aspire to be what the Callier Center is fully capable of becoming, the very best in audiology, speech-language pathology, and related communications fields. Under the leadership of Aram Glorig, Ross Roser, Tom Campbell, and now Angela Shoup, and the guidance of its deans, including Bert Moore and Steve Small, the Callier Center has assembled a spectacular group of faculty, staff, and student talent that is making the Callier Center the role model in teaching, research, and clinical programs related to communications disorders in the United States.
One critical component of Callier's success has been the volunteers who have worked with Callier's dedicated professionals to make the local, state, and national community aware of this jewel that is part of the University of Texas at Dallas. With the annual Callier Cares Luncheon and other fundraising initiatives, these volunteers have helped the Callier Center to fulfill its commitment to making its clinical services available to all children and adults who need its services, regardless of financial circumstances. Bennett and I are delighted to be part of this volunteer team.
The best part of Betsy and my service to the Callier Center has been to see how lives, particularly lives of children, have been dramatically affected by the caring clinical staff. The changes that these professionals have made, some of which are being exhibited during the program today, are critical to these individuals' development as persons who can be happy, caring members of society. My personal favorite is the cochlear implant summer camp, where kids who have received cochlear implants are able to have fun with other kids with cochlear implants. The interaction among the campers and the participating adults is priceless. Thank you to the Callier Center for our award, and to Pam Busby and her wonderful group of volunteers who have made this Callier Care event a great success.